Hi everyone, this is Jian. Today we're going to make this edible leaf branches. These are great to use as a filler, to arrange with your flowers, or it can be used as is. I think this will add so much details on your cake, and it's great because all the parts are edible. Let's get started. First, bring your pasta into the container and put boiling hot water. And I'm using moss green to dye the pasta. Leave it about 20 to 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, I took it out from the container and I'm using my favorite tweezer. You can just separate them or put them together and set aside. And we're going to make another version which is longer length. So I cooked it for 3 minutes. And I add moss green color and golden yellow color into my pot, and I left it for 5 to 7 minutes. Once your pasta is colored, prepare a parchment paper and a baking sheet and place it on the parchment paper. I add some curves and I kind of shape them to make like a real stem. Once you're done, preheat the oven to 170 to 175, and while you're preheating, you can put it in the oven and dry it for 30 minutes, and I will just leave it for another hour. And then once you take them out, it's gonna be completely dried. Now we are ready for the leaves. Let's get started. The first leaves are the small size leaves. So with the wafer paper, I'm going to make small size leaves. So I'm trying to cut them all together, like 4 to 6 sheets together. I think I made around like 20 to 25 of these leaves. So my leaves are all prepared. I'm going to start coloring them. I'm using vodka to dilute my food coloring. Just color your front side and then flip it again and color the back side. I'm using my tweezer again because it's hard to just pick up with your fingers and your nails because you might pinch the leaves and it might be damaged. So using this tweezer helps me a lot. And I made a drying rack with the parchment paper which is folded. It's so convenient because you can also add some nice shapes onto the leaves while drying. So I recommend you to have these parchment paper folded and dry them on the parchment paper. My leaves are completely dried and they're all in the different shape, and I love how they came out. So I applied some vodka on my pasta stem and I'm just trying to gently glue them together. I hold it for like a second, and when you just leave it, it's already glued on my stem. So try to hold it gently and glue the leaves onto the stem. If you hold it too tight, you might break the pasta. So try to just lightly press it down, and if your leaves are too wet, so it's like flopping around, you can just lay it on the parchment paper and dry a little bit. I really like how the pasta and the wafer paper goes well together. It looks so delicate and it's all edible, and I really love them a lot. I hope you're enjoying my video. If you want to see more videos, please subscribe my channel. While I'm drying my first stem, I'm going to start another one and work crossover. Like while drying this, I can work my second one, and while I'm drying the second one, I'm gonna continue my first branch. So here you can see my third one. I'm working on it. It's a curvy branch. I'm going to just add 3 leaves on this stem. So if you add a curve like this pasta, it's another accent that you can add to your cake. Just because of this one stem, your design will stand out a lot, I think. So my branches are all ready. I'm going to just show you one more thing, because so the first one was kind of flat. I glued it flat, and I realized you can add a little tweak to make it more playful. So I will show you right now. If you add more vodka into the connection part and you kind of twist the leaf and make it face upward and make them stick together, then you can turn the face of the leaf upward and it'll just add more natural looking onto your stem. So if you want to add these kind of playful leaves, I think it'll be a good idea to add on your design. So my second leaves are the common house plant called devil's ivy or pothos. So I'm trying to make a bigger leaves and connect it to my shorter stems that I made it earlier. It's much easier to fold your wafer paper into half and cut it into a drop shape. So prepare your wafer paper, and before coloring them, I kinda added a folded line onto my leaves. So from the middle, I add a line. You can see it. I'm folding it one side, and I add another line on the other side. It'll add just a light details on your leaves. So now we're going to paint the leaves. I had to paint one side first and dry halfway through because my plate was kinda wet, so my wafer paper got a little sticky. So if you're going to paint both sides at once, paint it on the dry plate. Now I'm gonna speed up and paint all my leaves. It's almost dry but still a little soft, so I can kind of mold it with my hands. I'm going to use vodka again to glue the leaves and the stems together like this. So bring one of your leaves and add some vodka on front of your leaf, and I'm going to put the stem on my leaf and fold that part a little bit. So add some vodka and put your stem on your leaf and pinch that part so your wafer paper can stick together until it's dried completely. Please hold it or leave it on a parchment paper. sometimes your wafer paper can be really weak, then you can put your stem on your wafer paper and put a small piece of wafer paper onto that piece. Then once it's dry, it'll be really strong together. This pasta stem has 2 branches. I'm going to add a big leaf on the longer side and a smaller leaf on the shorter stem. It'll look so pretty together. Once I stick the leaf together, I pinch a little bit and I kind of hold them and blow until it dries. After gluing all the leaves, I painted a little bit of details on my leaves. You can also use a smaller brush to add some details. If you're enjoying this video, please subscribe my channel and like this video. I will come up with new tutorials and our leaves are ready. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. I'll see you in the next video.